Hi, Catalina here. For those that do not know me, I am the founder and CEO of LoanSense. We are a platform that helps student loan borrowers, especially those that want to buy a home, figure out what federal loan program could help them lower their payment and qualify for lower debt to income and close on a house. So that's a little bit about me and my company. Today, I want to talk about, for those that do not know me and are just starting to follow, today I want to talk about the FFEL loans, family educational loans, so those who borrowed before 2014. Right now, they're projected to not qualify for the forgiveness program. And I want to talk a little bit about the income limits for married borrowers and some of the nuances around that. Program details have not completely updated, and so servicers are complaining about the flood of calls and the lack of detail given by the Department of Ed and the Biden administration. So I'm going to attempt to address some of the questions we've been getting from what we can tell so far. Okay, so if you're a married borrower and you may hit or be near reaching the income limits for the forgiveness, this video is for you. If you're just curious about the forgiveness program, the $10,000 to $20,000 of relief, this is good for you as well. So welcome to my channel. If you like this content, please like, please subscribe. So first and foremost, Biden has proposed to forgive $10,000 for those who are not Pell Grant recipients and $20,000 for those that are. That's not new news. That was released at the end of August. The details are going to be released and the application to file for forgiveness will come out in October. There are some nuances if you're married and you come near the threshold, right? There's two scenarios. One scenario is you're married, right? The income limit if you're single is $125,000. If you're married, it's $250,000, which if you ask me is quite high. But let's say you're married and you earn $170,000 and your spouse earns $50,000 or $60,000. You're under that $250 threshold, but does the person earning $170 qualify for the $10,000 to $20,000 of forgiveness? And the answer is yes. The answer is yes because your combined income as a married couple is under $250,000. Now let's say, here's another example. Let's say you are the person earning less. Let's say you're married to someone who earns $200,000. This is, by the way, adjusted gross income, and you earn $70,000. And to combine, you earn $270,000. Do you qualify for forgiveness? The answer technically would be no, because your combined income is over $270,000. But people ask, hey, but how is that right if I earn $70,000, right? And there may be ways around it, by the way. It could be amending your taxes and filing separately. You might incur slightly more taxes, but it may be very slight, and it would make up for the amount of forgiveness you would get, right? But don't hurry up and amend your taxes yet because those details have not been released. But that is just something to think about, that there may be a possibility to amend your taxes. So I want to address that number one concern. Another question I've been seeing that people have is also about FFEL loans, family educational loans. So I wanted to take a moment to address that as well. So for those who borrowed for undergrad, I went to undergrad, graduated in 2008. So I borrowed at the time FFEL loans as well. So for those who have FFEL loans, and right now FFEL loans and private loans do not qualify for forgiveness. The loans that qualify for forgiveness are direct loans as well as Parent Plus loans. So if you hold FFEL loans, there are questions of, is it possible to consolidate into a direct loan and qualify? As soon as we know that answer, we will get it to you. We don't have those details yet from the administration on whether that's a possibility. So don't go ahead and consolidate at this point in time. Just hold on until we get the program details, okay? So it seems quite unfair, and the reason they treat FFEL loans differently is because they were held and managed by private servicers before Obama changed the laws on federal government handling their own debt. So that's just a little preview on why FFEL loans are so different. If you are wondering, do I have FFEL loans? Well, at the beginning of the pandemic, were your payments paused? If you have federal loans and they were not paused, the likelihood is you held FFEL loans because those were the loans that were not initially paused. So that's how you can tell if you have FFEL loans. Another way you could tell is by going to studentaid.gov and pulling your loan file, logging in and looking at the breakdown of your loans, and they will tell you if you have FFEL loans. An alternative way as well is to come into our platform, log into your servicer through our Loan Connect. You can connect to your servicer in MyLoanSense, app.myloansense.com, and we will also tell you if you have FFEL loans. So those are a few ways. Know that when the program details are released in October, LoanSense will be hosting information, of course, as well as helping people file for forgiveness as soon as that opportunity is opened. It's looking like the mandate to file for forgiveness will be by the end of December of 2023. And of course, they want people to start the application before payments start again, especially if you're going to get your entire balance eliminated, because you don't want to have to start paying loans before you realize that you don't have a balance to pay, right? So just keep out for a few of those dates. I hope this video was educational, informational. Know that our advisors are on standby, especially if you have pretty big financial goals, including buying a house anytime soon. We're on standby here to help answer your questions on how your student loans impact other financial goals, especially your ability to buy a home. We answer all kinds of questions, and if we can support you with expert enrollment into these federal programs, especially as we inch in and get closer to repayment as well as time to file for complete forgiveness, we are here. Please leave questions, comments, subscribe, like if you like this, and I try to answer the questions that come into my comments. I appreciate them. I love all the love that's given in the comments and the likes, so I really appreciate that, and that will help our videos reach those who need this information. So have a great rest of your day and week. We will talk soon.